It was just past sunset in the quiet town of Franklin, and Officers Ramirez and Cole were wrapping up a long shift. The orange glow of the sky was fading behind rows of small shops, and the parking lot outside the grocery store was nearly empty. That's when they saw her. A little girl burst through the automatic doors, scanning the lot wildly before locking eyes on the patrol car. She ran straight toward it, her sneakers slapping against the pavement, backpack bouncing behind her. Officer Ramirez barely had time to step out before she grabbed onto his uniform. "Please," she sobbed, "please follow me home." Her tiny hands were trembling, her cheeks were streaked with tears. Officer Cole knelt down to her level, keeping his voice calm and steady. Hey, it's okay. What's your name?" "Emma," she sniffled. "It's my mom. She won't wake up." The words instantly shifted the mood from routine patrol to emergency. "How long has she been asleep?" Ramirez asked gently. "I don't know," Emma said, her voice shaking. "I tried to shake her. I tried to yell. She just won't wake up." Ramirez radioed dispatch for medical support while Cole opened the back door of the cruiser. "Emma, can you show us where you live?" Cole asked. She nodded quickly. The drive lasted less than 2 minutes, but the silence inside the cruiser felt heavy. Emma sat clutching a worn, stuffed rabbit, whispering softly, "Please be okay, Mommy." She pointed to a small blue house at the end of a quiet street. No lights were on inside. The front door creaked open easily. "Mom!" Emma called as they stepped into the dim living room. There on the couch lay a young woman, pale, unmoving. Officer Ramirez crossed the room quickly and checked for a pulse. It was faint and but there. "She's alive," he said firmly. "Call EMS, now." Emma stood frozen near the doorway, eyes wide with fear. Officer Cole gently placed a hand on her shoulder. "You did the right thing. You were very brave." Within minutes, sirens echoed down the street. As paramedics rushed in, Emma held tightly to Cole's hand. The only steady thing in a world that suddenly felt like it was falling apart. And no one there would ever forget the courage it took for her to run for help. As the ambulance doors closed and sirens faded into the distance, Officers Ramirez and Cole stayed behind to secure the house. Emma sat wrapped in a blanket on the front steps, a kind neighbor keeping her company while authorities finished inside. The living room told part of the story. Clean but worn furniture, a stack of children's library books on the coffee table, and a half-finished glass of water beside the couch where Sarah had collapsed. But it was the kitchen that made Officer Ramirez pause. He opened the refrigerator, searching for emergency contacts or medication information for the paramedics. The light flicked on, revealing almost nothing inside. A carton of milk, a few slices of bread, a small jar of peanut butter. No fresh food, no leftovers, no sign of a recent meal. On the counter sat a pile of unopened envelopes. Final notice stamps were printed in bold red ink across 2 of them. An electricity bill, a past-due water statement. Cole slowly exhaled. She's been trying to hold it together. Inside one envelope was a handwritten note from Sarah's employer explaining that she'd missed several shifts due to illness. Without paid leave, her paycheck had been cut short. This wasn't neglect. This was a mother who had pushed herself past exhaustion. When Ramirez stepped back outside, Emma looked up at him anxiously. "Is Mommy in trouble?" He crouched beside her. "No, sweetheart. She's sick, and the doctors are helping her get better." Emma hesitated, then whispered something so softly he almost didn't catch it. "She didn't eat dinner yesterday, so I could." The words hit harder than any emergency call that night. By morning, word had quietly spread through the neighborhood. Not through social media, not through headlines. Just neighbor to neighbor. A patrol car parked late into the evening. An ambulance at the curb. A little girl crying for her mom. Before noon, grocery bags appeared on the porch. Fresh fruit, canned goods, bread, eggs. By afternoon, more arrived. A local church offered assistance with utilities. A nearby diner promised meals for the week. One envelope left on the doorstep simply read, "For Emma's bravery." When Sarah returned home 2 days later, weak but recovering, she opened the door expecting silence and worry. Instead, she found her kitchen full, and her daughter running into her arms. and for the first time in weeks she cried, not from fear, but from relief.